Do not attempt to adjust the program. You are now listening to B Movies and Beyond.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh, whoa, what was that?
I was just trying to mimic what was on the screen.
Oh,
But welcome in, everyone, to B Movies and Beyond. I'm Peter.
I'm Ryan.
Yeah, third person's Ryan.
I'm adjusting the settings as it told me not to, but I'm doing it anyway.
Just always doing whatever you want and kicking back in your fat leather chair.
Totally not mine, but I'm kicking back.
Nice.
And it has a massage. Can you hear it?
Are you getting massage right now?
Mm-hmm.
You better not fall asleep.
I may or may not. I don't know.
Dude, we got some podcasting to do. This is B Movies and Beyond.
We are a day early.
Favorite. Yes, it's weird, right?
No. Yes, it is kind of weird.
It's a little bit. It's throwing me off because we didn't really finish all the notes, but that's like any other day, though, I guess.
Yeah, I usually do notes like 10 minutes before the episode anyway, so we're good to go. And that goes for everything I do with my recordings. Sports show, car show, hanging out with Peter, podcasting, movies.
Me? What is that? You wait till the last minute to plan it? Is that what you're saying?
To hang out with you?
Yeah, or whatever we're gonna do. Is that what you were implying?
Yeah, that's why like you get random text messages and I'm like, "You ready?" And you're like, "For what?" And I'm like, "Just be ready." That's all.
Yeah, I guess that's also why we don't hang out that much because I can't leave on a moment's notice. Unless you're just coming to my house, then
that's true.
Yeah.
Which I have found out of all of our group friends, you are now not the furthest. So you are now the second furthest. So congratulations.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not the furthest anymore. So thank you, me. Yeah.
Your drive to your place is not that tedious compared to.
But my drive there, whew, that's a lot. It is a lot.
That is a lot. Oh my gosh! And
yeah, that's all good.
Anyway, what's new with you?
Congratulations, Nikki and Nate, on your new place.
Yeah.
Oh, what's new with me is just my new Batmobile.
Oh, what?
Look at this. Let me see. Did you see that? I shot a missile at us.
Pew!
Oh, I think it's too fast for the camera, but it's really sweet. I got the Batmobile, a Lego Batmobile for Father's Day.
Did you build it?
I hope. Yeah. I hope all the fathers out there had a great Father's Day.
Me and Churro had a great Father's Day.
That's good. What did he get you?
He ate his food, which I'm happy with.
What a good boy.
That time. It was like a whole weekend of him. I'm like, dude, are you going to eat? Like, I'm hungry. You're making me nervous.
Oh, he's all right? Churro's okay?
He's just not a food-driven dog. It's the weirdest thing. I've never had an animal who, like, you put food in front of them and they just look at you and they're like, eh.
That is strange. Is he just like, is he like a grazer, where like you just put the food out there and he'll eat whenever he wants?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me right now. Like, you talking smack about me, Dad?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Nice.
Hey, Peter.
Ryan, yes.
Do you have a quick question?
I think it was, how was your Father's Day?
What?
No, a quick question. No, I wasn't prepared for that.
Pull up the data log.
Actually, yeah, let's pull up the data logs. I think we have something here. Let me do a quick little search for Ryan's questions, even though they're not really Ryan's questions.
Searching music like
what? Oh, this is interesting. This says Who do you think is the most dangerous villain you have ever seen? Have we done this before?
I answered this question on Twitter the other day.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, let's
we
go
do
there.
it on the podcast. Oh,
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Boom, boom, boom. All right, Peter. So your quick question is, who is the most dangerous? Are you looking up Darth Vader?
do you hear that?
Yeah.
Someone's running some water. It's pretty loud in the basement. Did not know that was a thing.
You know what's funny though? I asked this question on Twitter, or I didn't even ask the question. I just straight up said, Darth Vader is the most menacing villain in like media. Like that dude literally just walks around and just pushes people out of the way and slices them up with lightsabers and gives no fucks about anything whatsoever.
Especially now, man. Ever since like Rogue One, dude, he is like so much cooler. Like, not to say like, he was awesome in the original trilogy, you know, but what they're doing now because of all the CGI and shit, dude, like he is using his force powers so much more and killing so many more people than he ever did in the original trilogy. So like it's badass. Like what he's doing, what he did in Rogue One at the end, and also what he's doing in Obi-Wan Kenobi is awesome. It's so badass. And yeah, I like that. That's a good pick.
I've never been more like okay, you said it best. In the original series, it's like, okay, here's Darth Vader. And then Revenge of the Sith, you see the last part of him and you're like, whoa, okay, now he's kind of tall. But then you saw him in Rogue One. And what's that video game he was in? That was just, he just walks towards you and he's just increasingly getting more and more menacing as he's walking towards this protagonist. And he's not running, he's not doing anything besides just like approaching them, but you're like, you have goosebumps as Darth Vader is getting closer to the screen and you just hear that breath and you know that he's like hurting inside and he's doing everything so controlled where he's just gonna just annihilate you in like two moves. He doesn't even have to do like this crazy like badass flip karate move. I don't know. He can literally he can take your lightsaber from you and then use it against you. And it's just the most terrifying shit you've ever seen in Star Wars. You're like, dude, no wonder why there's Kylo Ren's a bitch. Darth Maul's a bitch. It's because Darth Vader was like the shit.
Maybe they should have tried fighting without a lightsaber. Maybe they would have been better.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
a very good point. Yeah.
That the last episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, that fight scene was pretty badass. So
I mean, I didn't want to give too much away, but dude, when he breaks apart that lightsaber and just the most Darth Vader move ever, like, here, you take the other side. Now let's fight. Like, what? Like any other villain would have just been like, all right, I'm gonna get you. But he gave her an opportunity to fight back.
yeah,
that is so cool.
It's pretty awesome. I like that pick. You know, I think for me, I mean, we talked about it before, but I think just the Joker. The Joker is just that guy's evil / dangerous. I mean, I can't think of a villain that's probably killed more, super villains in one instance or another. Like there's been so many forms in the comic books, that it's tough. Because in my other one that I was thinking of was the oh crap, I just had it, I forgot. Nope,
Yeah?
forgot it. I forgot it.
He's so menacing, Peter.
it's the water noise. I can't think.
Is water your ultimate enemy right now?
It is. It's the most dangerous too.
Yeah,
it is.
dude,
Water is dangerous. You could drown. Just saying.
You could drown.
Yeah.
Or you could swim through it.
I think. I mean,
tired
so
and drown.
that's true. Is this saying like just in movies? Is that what we're talking about here?
No, because Darth Vader is more menacing in a TV series than he is in movies.
Oh, good point. Good point. Okay, then I stick with the Joker. Yeah, the Joker is very dangerous. Like that's one guy that I would not want to come across. You know what I'm saying? Like he would
like
tell
if you
some crazy joke and then probably electrocute me.
Or shoot you in the face.
Yes, exactly. Just for laughs.
There's two different types, and you know what's crazy is if you really think about it, like the Joker could be his own character without Batman. As you explained in the last episode that we did, like we can have a Joker, and this is me kind of agreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're coming around to that.
Because like if you saw the story of this guy who's a Joker and dressed up as a clown, and he's just going through like being a mafia boss in New York City and they can't catch him and he's just this like serial killer. That's real life shit right there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, does Homelander count? Is he a villain or is he not?
Yeah, I think he is the villain. I mean, that's the person they're trying to stop, but he's a very interesting villain, you know, because it's one that they can kind of control to a certain extent, which makes him very interesting, you know, but he's always this like, and that's what's so great about The Boys is that it's such a unique take. Like I wouldn't call him like technically like your typical villain, right? Like he's not just going out there just killing everyone, but if it's just difficult for him and it's not in his best interest, he'll kill everyone, you know?
Right.
So he's all about just the popularity, which you're finding out in this third season, and that's what matters to him. So
it's about the numbers, and I've always liked that about The Boys, and we should talk about The Boys a little bit later. So
we should actually, it's a great segue into the next thing.
Oh yeah, here it comes later.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
Movies and Beyond.
We have trailers. Woo! Let me put up here. Let's start with the best one. Speaking of The Boys, nice segue. This season has been just one of the most chaotic seasons of a television show I've ever seen, dude. Like the first episode on how Homelander has reacted and interacted with the other 7, and just how manic he is in everything he's doing. But this episode has been long hyped up, and it's called the Herogasm. Now, do you know anything behind this episode or why they're doing this?
Well, from watching this little trailer, yes. I mean, I know what's going to happen, but I don't know why per se.
So, apparently, in Boys lore, it's a 6-issue comic book limited series. It's a spinoff, and they basically the Soups have an annual party where Vought sponsors and allows them vacations, and it's basically they just have a giant orgy.
Yeah, that was the gist that I got from the trailer. But wait, what do you mean? There was a side story to the original Boys comic book? Is that what you're saying?
This was a spin-off, yes. Of it's in the notes in the Wikipedia right now, but it's and you can tag people. But this is yeah, it's a spin-off. So it's not part of the main story. It's just like this is what they do in their free time. But it's not just like any just I mean, could you imagine like what kind of orgy that superheroes are going to have?
I can only imagine. I mean, especially how the boys started this season. That they're really into sex this episode or this season. It seems like. I'm still just blown away that there was a 6 or I don't. Do you call them? They're not episodes. They're books.
Yeah.
A 6 episode or 6 volume run of just a party with a big old orgy in it. That cracks me up. But this has been a long-awaited episode that's coming this Friday. What day is that? June. What day?
June 24th. Yes. See, we don't even know what day it is anymore. Anthony Starr has commented on Twitter. Let me find this because I sent it to someone else. But he said, oh my God, did I lose it? No, here we go. Anthony Starr says, okie dokie, move over episode 5. Episode 6 is en route. Could be my favorite this season. And yes, there is that wee fluid exchange party. Hashtag stay classy.
I can't wait. I love just the setup for this, and so I can only guess, and I'm sure I won't even think of enough crazy shit that's going to happen in this episode. So can't wait.
So in the books, and just one more piece to this, in the comic books, it says, okay, so we've seen that Soldier Boy is being introduced this season, but in the comics, in this 6-volume Herogasm, it says Soldier Boy is depicted as a superhero who has yearly sex with Homelander in attempt to gain membership of the Seven. So in this comic book, in this 6 volumes, there's gay sex with Homelander and Soldier Boy. I can't even imagine what Amazon is gonna like let them get away with at this point. You saw the first episode. I've received like 4 or 5 different text messages from other people who are like, the boys, what the hell?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. That'd be interesting if that's how he gets close to Homelander for Soldier Boy.
Oh my gosh, what a turn of events, right?
Yeah. But let's move on to these other trailers and just, I mean, that was the best one to talk about, and that wasn't even that long of a trailer.
I know, it was just like a bunch of words.
Yeah,
we can't show you anything.
Yeah, and so you just see a lot of faces just like, ooh, like, oh, it's gonna be great. Codename Banshee, with Puss in Boots, Antonio Banderas.
Not Eric Bauza.
Nope. I don't really know what to say about this one. The thing that just stuck out, like, this is like a kind of like a secret agent movie with the old retired people coming in, so it's kind of like a Taken /
Assassins.
Yeah, like the Nobody, like that type of esque movie, but probably not as high
Spy
quality.
Kids. It's like Spy Kids.
Yeah, like a grown-up version of Spy Kids, sure.
Because is it Antonio Banderas in Spy Kids?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I wish I had the more you know right now.
Yeah, I just think the weirdest thing about it, though, is that I didn't know Chicken Soup for the Soul was still a company. And apparently, I think they own Screen Media. That's who's the production company behind this. So I found that really amusing. I would just think if you saw Chicken Soup for the Soul, you think that should be like a Lifetime movie, you know, a Hallmark movie.
Not a movie about assassins with Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's like when the WWE started making their own movies. You're like, what? Why are you making a movie about soldiers? This doesn't make sense. But then they put in all their wrestlers, their entertainers, and then they're like, oh yeah, this is why Kane is the way he is.
Yeah. See, now, like, I get that, and I guess, is there going to be like a really strong message that's going to make you cry in the end of this movie? Like, if it does, then I'm like, you got me, Chicken Soup for the Soul. Did you ever read one of those books?
No, I thought they were for old ladies.
I don't know, but they are really moving. Like, there's like so many different ones. Like, they had like for the teenage boy, teenage girl. Like, I mean, they had everything.
So what you're saying is I should quit passing judgment on what this is and have something that's just like a very nice rah-rah moment. I guess it is chicken soup. Like
pass judgment. I'm just saying. I didn't know they were still making stuff, and I didn't know they were making movies like this. So,
wow, there's so many books of them.
Yeah,
there's so many books of them.
I know. I told you, man. It is. Can you tell really quickly, like, what was like last one released? Like, I mean, is that still like something that's happening in the world? Are they still releasing books?
Yeah, they are. Like, if you go to their Wikipedia, they break them down by A, B, C, D, E, G, H, M, and there's like just groups of these books. Like, there's Chicken Soup for the Child's Soul, Chicken Soup for the Coffee Lover's Soul, Chicken Soup for the Soul Miraculous Message from Heaven, Moms and Sons, Power Moms, like Teenage Soul, Chicken Soup for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
No.
So on this website, qz.com, they say there's at least 276 different motivational books in Chicken Soup collection. That is outrageous. Is that what they're gonna start doing for movies now? There's this gonna be like 276 plus Chicken Soup for the Soul movies that are gonna be weird.
They're taking over the world. March 22nd, 22, Chicken Soup for the Soul is taking over 1091 pictures for $15.5 million in stocks. God. Yeah. And then it says May 11th, a week later, it says they have the intention to acquire Redbox for $357 million.
Wow. What the hell? Like, that is just...
And the fact
they're marketing as Chicken Soup for the Soul, it's just, that's so weird. What's this other? What's another trailer?
Oh, all right. We are going to talk about. Let's see. Not Okay was a Hulu original. I didn't get who the actress was. Like, it said it really quick. Well, actually, no. I'll figure out who she is. But Dylan O'Brien's in it, and I like Dylan O'Brien.
The new Flash.
Is he the new Flash?
An unlikable female protector.
Probably. Ooh.
Zoe Deutch.
Is that who it is?
That's the actress. Who is she? What is she? She's a what? She's the daughter of Leah Thompson. She's Marty McFly's daughter.
Whoa.
Oh, cool. All right. I'm in. She looks like her. Oh, she looks like Marty McFly's mom. Okay. Anyway, so the premise behind this movie is she's an Instagram famous model, but she fakes her death in like a bomb or a terrorist attack in Paris. So that's where the trailer kind of leaves you. It's like everybody hates her because they started to realize like she's too famous. She's becoming too famous. She's using her fame and she's lying about things. So it's about social media and social media about your presence. Dude, I almost put another trailer called like The Bros, but I couldn't even finish the trailer. Have you seen this one?
I've heard about that. It's about some gay guys, right?
No, the whole trailer is just about all the gays. every one of them, and that's okay. However, it was I don't know. Maybe I need to give it a little bit before I pass judgment.
It's a comedy. Like I haven't watched the trailer, but I've heard stuff about it and just how that it's the first like opening like
ass movie.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, like it's like a male gay couple and like their relationship, right? I think that's what I read. Anyways, I need to watch the trailer though.
Yeah, let's save that for the next episode.
All right.
So that way we can process it. But I would, Peter, I think you would like Not Okay. To be honest with you,
dude, I watched that same trailer. I didn't get any of those things that you just said. So, I don't know.
Then you didn't watch the trailer. They like literally said those words in the context.
Oh, there was reading, or they said it.
There was reading as well. So you didn't even watch the trailer. You were looking at the notes as watching trailers. I know what you do, Peter. I do the same thing.
I listened, kind of. I did not. All right, what else?
I'm not gonna. Oh, here we go. Let's see. The next one, Gone in the Night.
Didn't watch.
I didn't really watch it too much because I was watching Stranger Things 4. However, we're not going to talk about that. And I saw Winona Ryder, and I was like, maybe like I can associate it, but I can't find any association whatsoever. So, yeah.
I got nothing to say about that. I was just going to comment on how like I was trying to look for some trailers like today. I didn't have too much time, but I kept on getting tricked. I kept on finding all these like old trailers that were just like being newly released. I don't know why that was happening. Like I found one that was called like Python Island.
Oh, that's old.
Well, I guess it came out like 2001, but it's a foreign film. They didn't talk at all, but you could just tell like it was made in Asia somewhere. I didn't look that much into it, but it was also just funny because it was called Python Island, which I hate snakes, and that's why I wanted to watch this trailer. And like the main snake that was like going around killing people was like a cobra. So I don't know if there's some loss in translation there or what, but I felt like since you added most of these trailers, I just wanted to throw one in there, even though it was old from last year.
I want to throw one more in there, Peter.
What?
I only want to address this movie, Blonde, because it's starring Ana de Armas, and she is my favorite actress because she is so attractive, and she's played Marilyn Monroe.
So this is an actual movie, Blonde?
On Netflix, yes.
On Marilyn Monroe's life.
Yeah, I think.
Huh. Yeah. You think? You're not even sure?
I mean, it could be just about her, like, getting her... holy crap. I'm really into this movie. It is rated NC-17 for its graphic sexual content and will be the first of its kind released through a streaming service. Woo!
Oh, jeez. Netflix, you made Ryan's day.
Oh, you got to see my favorite sexy actress just probably getting railed. This is going to be a good summer for Herogasm and Marilyn Monroe, and it has other actors in it too. It has Adrian Brody, apparently. Awesome. Way to go, Blonde. This is going to be dirty. So, yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, I heard. Oh, it's a fictionalized chronicle of the inner life of Marilyn Monroe. Huh. That's going to be interesting.
Well, Peter, those were some pretty good trailers, and but I think it's time for the little bit more potatoes, right?
Yeah, second helping of potatoes. News, potatoes.
More potatoes. This is like the green beans. Have you ever had these, by the way?
I can't see what that is. It's a seltzer, a hard soda.
Yeah,
that's all I can see.
It's a Bud Light.
Shout out.
No.
Oh.
They taste like They taste like really sugary sodas is what they taste like. So
I don't know if I like that. That's too much.
it is a little
Soda
much.
is sugary already, and if you make it more sugary, that's I don't know.
You know what I just realized? Speaking of news, is my tattoo has this big like white spot here. I don't see this part of my wrist that often, but I see it here, so I think I need to fill this in.
White spot? You mean it's untouched? It's just your skin?
Yeah, like there's just like there's splinter, but then like there's just like not much. So the more you know.
You better take care of that. I've been hearing a lot about this Ezra Miller. I feel like we need to talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
All right. I think we mentioned before how Ezra Miller like got in all this trouble like in Hawaii, right? Like throwing chairs, threatening to kill people. And then now I've been hearing is that from those like people are trying to press charges, and he's ran away with the underage girl. Have you heard this? Is this all accurate? I read that somewhere. I swear.
Okay. Let's reset the DC universe. They just need to just have The Rock announce something and say, "Hey guys, these movies don't exist. Aquaman 2, The Flash, we're going to redo everything. However, we're going to start a side program or side funding for the shit that Amber Heard and Ezra Miller do because it's so off the wall that doesn't make any sense, and it's the only thing that you can really put into media and content." So I think Warner Brothers really needs to capitalize on what the... Are you reading the news right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to this. So yeah, I'm reading earlier this month. The court granted a protection order to the parents of 18-year-old Takata Iron Eyes. Okay, over claims Ezra had used violence, intimidation, threats of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Takata. However, the authorities have been unable to locate Ezra in order to serve them. So, I don't know if that means that she's with them, because that's what I read. I read at one point that she was with them. They couldn't find both of them, but that paragraph just sounded like she was with the parents. I don't know.
I like when you click on her name, it says Ezra Miller accused of allegedly grooming teen from the age of 12. Oof.
Yeah. That is, I don't know. So I don't know where they are. The other part I don't like about this, and maybe I'm not woke enough, but I keep on getting confused when I'm reading and they say like them, referring to Ezra Miller because he's non-binary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting very confused by it because I'm like, that doesn't sound right. And then I have to stop and think like, oh, I know why they're doing that now. But anywho,
here's my piece with Ezra Miller. If you want the respect of people to call you by your pronouns, then you need to be a respectable human being. And he's not being one right now. And he's not fulfilling his duties as a thespian, as a human being, and he's going off and being a shithead. And I think Warner Brothers has every right to put this person in check right now, and they need to cancel him. These people who cancel because of what they're saying and how they're trying to promote, do whatever they're doing at this point, if they're going to act up and be unruly, then yes, it's time to cancel them as well. And Ezra Miller's on my book. Cancel the shit out of Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm in total agreement. You know, I think you have something. If you want to be respected and with, you know, treated the way that you want to be treated, but you're not treating everyone else that way, like you're above it all. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm going to call Ezra Miller a he.
Yeah.
Take that, Ezra. So so that's all happening, and then like apparently, Warner Brothers has reported that they're no longer going to use Ezra Miller after like this Flash movie comes out, that he's no longer the Flash. He's not going to be associated with them anymore. And I'm sure there's probably going to be lots of studios that are no longer going to work with him. Like he has like ruined his career. But this newest thing is that Ezra Miller reportedly dropped from the Flash following grooming allegations. What is this? Did this mean that they haven't finished filming the Flash movie and that he's walking away? Did this happen before all this other shit? Did this happen after he finds that Warner Brothers is dropping him from any future Flash movies? I mean, I don't understand when this happened.
Let's see. The hope is that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released, and the hope for the best to turn out. It says having filmed the movie last year, so I think it's done being filmed.
Yeah, that's what I get. So I don't understand that statement from this saying that he dropped the Flash following grooming allegations. Like I that's just such a weird statement.
Wait, he dropped it? Oh, dropped from.
Yes.
Okay.
Ezra Miller reportedly dropped from the Flash following grooming allegations.
Was it his choice?
Oh, now I'm You want to hear how dumb I am? This is great.
Sure. I'm ready for it.
When I first read that, I took it as him being annoyed by him or the way they wanted to fix his hair, grooming him, not the grooming of the 12-year-old girl.
What? Peter.
As if we just went through that whole conversation about what he was doing to that girl, and it totally just went right over my head. I'm like, nah, he's just grooming. People don't like how he's grooming. He's not using good hygiene or some shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That would be so petty if he was like that. I don't like the way that they groom my hair throughout the filming of this movie. So
I'm done with this movie. That's where I was going with this. Oh wow.
Shit, Peter.
Yeah. Wow. I feel very foolish. The other part though I like though is that how like Warner Brothers is saying they hope that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released. I think it's at already a pretty big level. Like this is pretty. I just can't, like, fingers crossed that it's not going to affect our movie. Oh man!
It's so funny that Warner Brothers finds themselves in this predicament so much. Like they turn a blind eye to the shit that really matters, but then they'll like support these actors. Like they still haven't really truly announced that Amber Heard is out of Aquaman 2, have they?
I don't know.
How are they trying to spin this? Like, how are they like, oh, well, we just got to remove Mara from there. Like, how?
I don't know. I mean, I heard that she wasn't like really in the movie that much. So,
right. She wasn't in the first one that much either.
She was in it more than I liked. So, I don't know. I just, okay. For Ezra Miller and Amber Heard, like, if you're Warner Brothers, like, what would you do?
I would make a story based off these two actors and sell it to Netflix and profit. Wipe my hands clean of that and be like, shit, that's not a Warner Brothers title, but Netflix has it, but we produced it. But shh.
Well, so would I guess my question is, would you release it, or like, especially? I mean, like, I think the fact that they're talking about like, taking out Amber Heard, that just tells me like she wasn't really that involved, which makes sense because all this shit was going down when they were filming, and they were probably playing it safe. Like, all right, well, we won't really recast you, but we're gonna make it so you're not really in the movie. Like you're not driving the story like she was somewhat in the first one.
They just need to call Zack Snyder, dude. Zack Snyder could fix any movie.
I don't know if he can fix this.
Why not? He got rid of Crystalia.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. There we go. He would fix it. He would like, yeah, let's superimpose them all the way out. Let's take out the Flash and every single multiple instances of the Ash or the Flash that we're gonna take out in that movie. I just, man, I wonder if that movie is really complete. Warner Brothers fucked up by not releasing it before it. They, like, if there was a instance that they could have like got it out like right away, I feel like they probably should have taken it, especially as soon as they started hearing some negative stuff about Ezra Miller. Like, okay, because now I just feel like I don't know. I almost feel like you shouldn't even release it. Like, I just feel like people are gonna hate it so much because of him.
But will they though, Peter? Here's the other thing: is everybody not everybody. The majority of people in today's society are so rabid to get attention that Ezra Miller would have enough supporters that would speak loudly to defend him.
It's okay to grim underage girls.
Dude,
I don't.
I wouldn't put it past people nowadays to come up with another color flag that would support that. Everything is so broad right now. I don't know what to support or what not to support right now. And I have a feeling that there would be a contrarian, how do you say it? Contrarian. Contrarian. That would I'm using that word right?
I don't know. We need to up in.
I think contrarian.
Are there some supporters? Sure, there's always supporters of everything, but is there enough to support a movie like this? I'm just gonna say it now. Like, I think it's gonna be a flop because of this. This is way too negative that there's just no way in hell this can actually gonna like make lots of money. It's not gonna be like a Joker. It's not gonna be like the first Aquaman, even though I don't think that was deserving of it. Like, there's just no way in hell because there's too much controversy behind this. And I don't know, like, I'm saying it now, like, I mean, it's already been delayed, but I'm sure it's probably going to be delayed further just because, I mean, really the only thing you possibly could do is hope that some of these allegations get dropped or go away. And so you have to wait. So I don't know. I feel for you, Warner Brothers, because I think The Flash potentially could have been a really fun movie, but you might want to take a Zack Snyder route and totally recast everything.
Here's my thought. They should recast The Flash with Crystalia.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be great.
All right. Enough this week about Ezra Miller, because I'm sure we're gonna have multiple weeks of shit that
dude, this is just what we gotta follow. And
now
that I fully understand, I thought it was just a new allegation about him and his grooming habits. All right, so Joker 2, huh?
Speaking of Joker 2 is going to be a musical, Peter. What do you think?
Is it really, though?
I know. I have a feeling it's really not going to be a musical. But I do like the rumor that Lady Gaga is playing Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And I don't know. I haven't seen her play something quite like that. Not to say that she can't do it.
Very good point. Let's
But if it's a musical, I could see her. I mean, like she would be a good casting, if it is really a musical, which I like. I mean, this is what I was kind of saying is like I think with the sequel to it, you gotta just leave it wide open for just the potential, whatever, like a continuation of a mental illness basically is. So I don't think you go down the Batman route unless you bring a Batman. Well, I don't know. What would you do? Like maybe a Bruce Wayne musical number? There isn't a Batman yet, so I don't know. I just like the idea though, like, and I think Todd Phillips will do this, is just keeping it that indie vibe and really trying to focus on the mental health side of it. So
Peter,
it'd be cool.
Lady Gaga has been in Machete Kills. She has been in Muppets Most Wanted. She's been in Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. She's been in Risk. Oh, these are documentaries. A Star is Born and House of Gucci. So, that being said, does she have the chops to be Harley Quinn? Well, she was in Sin City. However, she wasn't in the Sin City where Brittany Murphy was in, where Brittany Murphy is the perfect casting for Harley Quinn ever. That's one thing, man. If I can just bring 2 actors from the dead, normal, not zombie type, but I would have Heath Ledger and Harley Quinn just make massive amounts of money. Did I say Harley Quinn? I meant Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
I would have them make shit ton of money as Joker and Harley Quinn. But I think Lady Gaga has the chops to do it, dude. I think her in The Star is Born, she showed enough of her being vulnerable. And then I think in House of Gucci, I saw this. Have you ever seen House of Gucci?
No.
She plays a really good pissed off short Italian lady. Which I could see Harley Quinn being that. So but it being a musical and mental health and mental illness and yeah, I see another win for Warner Brothers because they're gonna have to make up for it.
Yeah.
So
speaking of a company that probably doesn't have to make up for this disappointment, but I guess Lightyear is pretty not doing too well at the box office.
Yeah, they're saying it's not doing well. However, they're saying the story's not that bad.
I've heard it's good, but I just think you release it right before Father's Day. Like fathers I don't think they want to go see that. They're going to go see Top Gun and like Jurassic World, They're not going to go see Lightyear. Even though I did know some dads that did go see Lightyears, but that was because they got young kids. But I think for the most part, it's their day, and so they're going to go see what they want to see, not Lightyear. I think, I think Disney kind of screwed up here. Like, I feel like Lightyear was the one that they should have released onto Disney Plus, and they should have put Rescue Rangers out into the theaters. I just, when I heard there was making a Lightyear movie, it looks good, but at the same time, I was like, that's something I don't need to go to the theaters for. Like, I can wait.
Which is funny that I heard Turning Red is one of the best Pixar movies, but that didn't make it to the theaters. But Lightyear is just a continuation of Buzz Lightyear and not even really tied to Toy Story. So it's
it's trying to make a new franchise by taking a character from Toy Story and
listen, they made that TV show about Buzz Lightyear, and that sucked too.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know. Are you sure it really sucked?
I never watched it.
So you can't comment just because you didn't watch it. I didn't watch it, so therefore it sucks.
Yeah, I'm the contrarian there, Peter.
Yeah, that Kuntarian.
Kuntarian.
Yeah.
And I was using that word properly.
Okay, good. What's next?
Oh man, are we done with news?
I think so.
Does that mean we finally get to the meat?
Yes. Let's just go to the meat.
Let's see. Here's our meat over here. Ready for the meat?
I'm ready. Meat.
Reviews. Meat.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter, how's your meat doing?
So good.
Yeah.
Dude, so good.
Hey, I just got to throw this. I know this isn't in time of what we're doing with our podcast, but I will tell you, first and foremost, your baby daughter is very adorable. I was able to meet her a couple weekends ago, and she's very chill. And Peter, Nikki posted that photo of us together, and I just felt this overwhelming pressure of ovaries just swarming me via phone call and text message. And they're like, "Oh my God, you holding a baby?" And I was like, "What is it about?" I was just holding a child. I was holding my friend's baby. And I was like, "Calm your ovaries down, women."
Well,
Calm 'em.
thank you, and you're welcome.
So if I think I need to, what's
You need to
up?
borrow the baby.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I thought Churro did great, but Jesus.
Churro did do good. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Churro goes only so far, right? I'm getting the ladies.
Yeah, but if
go to the next level, the baby.
I hold my friend's baby, I'm just like, I literally had to tell some girls, I was like, chill.
Yeah.
So
I'm not having babies right now.
Especially with you.
Who went first last time? I can't, it's been so long I can't remember.
I'll go.
Okay.
So I went to go see. I put your movie down. But I went to go see Jurassic World Dominion. Whatever,
Nice.
however you spell it. Mess that up.
Man. What you? Okay.
Maybe these do have quite a bit of booze in them. And what's funny
Ryan's
is
hard soda is affecting his spelling.
dude, 5% alcohol, 0 sugar. Like they put it in big letters, 0 sugar.
Oh, so it's a fake sugar shit.
Oh man, no,
I hate that, dude. That stuff like gives me headaches, man. I don't like that.
You know what else gave me a headache?
What?
Watching Jurassic World Dominion.
Were you sitting too close?
Yes, because I went to IMAX with Brendan.
Oh yeah, he likes to be in the movie.
I learned to adapt like 20 minutes into the movie, but like at first I'm just like, why is this dinosaur so damn close over here and here? And you're like, oh my God. Anyway, dude, this movie sucked. It was so awful. Everybody's right. It doesn't flow. It doesn't have a good plot. Nothing about this is interesting. It doesn't really talk about dinosaurs. Like they just shoe in a bunch of characters and it's not good. Like there's a way to like do a legacy sequel like Top Gun did properly, or like, I don't know, Star Wars did, but dude, this one, I know it's not even a legacy sequel. I know it's just like a continuation of Fallen Kingdom, but remember Fallen Kingdom sucked?
Mm-hmm.
This one sucks more.
Does it?
Dude, it sucks.
I've heard mixed things about it.
Mix those up and throw them in the locust that they talk about and how it's killing all the plants, and then
I've heard
throw
about
that. Oh, dude, that plot point is so dumb. Jeremy and I were talking about this the other day, and he's like, you can completely rewrite that locust plot out of there, and it would be an infinitely better movie. And I said, absolutely. I said, I don't care about giant grasshoppers, dude. Like, that's, or you know what? If you're gonna have giant grasshoppers, like, have the dinosaurs fight them somehow. But there's none of that. There's none of that. Like, it's 2 movies, dude. It's like, here's a clone and giant grasshoppers, but keep the clone away from everybody. But then find out she's something else, and you have to like figure out something, but why they are tied together. And then you have this movie over here, and then you have dinosaurs. And then here's, oh, Blue is doing this and has a baby. Oh, well, now we got to figure this out. But this movie plot is this movie plot, and this movie plot is this movie plot. And they don't ever really mesh together. It's so frustrating. And dude, they don't even film it properly. They don't, like, literally, they have Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt together at all times. And then they have the original Jurassic Park people. And like, the one scene they all get together, they're like, oh yeah, you guys hang out here too. Oh, cool. You're fighting the grasshoppers. Cool. We're fighting the dinosaurs. And they're like,
what? You come to this laboratory?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are here? Awesome. So you're trying to like balance 2 movies together, and they don't even blend it together properly. And it's just like, oh, you guys just, who edited this? It wasn't Zack Snyder, because this would be a masterpiece by now. Was it Michael Bay? Did Michael Bay edit this? Who made this movie? Let me find out who made Jurassic World Dominion. I'm so mad.
I know who directed it.
He's terrible. What else does he do? Colin Trevorrow? He's pretty decent. He
did the Jurassic World.
Disney kicked his ass off of the Star Wars project, probably because he was gonna mess it up.
I read what he wanted to do for it, and I really liked it, but no, Disney got too scared because of what happened with Last Jedi, that they kicked him off to bring back JJ.
I don't know, dude. Dominion was weird. Do you know anything about like Jurassic Park or Jurassic World books in the what's canon and what's not canon?
I didn't know there was any Jurassic World books, but I read Jurassic Park and The Lost World. So I did that.
So yeah. Okay, there's Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. And then all this whole Biosyn stuff. Like, are you up to date with their whole Biosyn?
Oh, the company?
Yeah.
I mean, so my boys, they went and saw it because we had the internet was down at our house for a while, and they thought it was the end of the world. And they went and saw it, and like they just said it was all right. They didn't say it was as bad as what you're saying. And I've heard other things that some people say it's the worst thing ever. Some people say it's better than Fallen Kingdom. Some people say there's a lot of stuff that relates right back to Jurassic Park if you just pay attention.
Yes. And you don't have to pay attention. It is direct.
Okay. Or well, I mean, I guess if you remember Jurassic Park, I guess
they have really the damn can of Barbasol is what they have in it.
Yeah. Here's the thing is
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, like I don't like the trailers make it look so cool. And the same thing happened with Fallen Kingdom. And I'm just looking at Trevor's IMDb page, and I didn't know that he actually wrote Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So now that I know that, I get why Dominion went this way, which is just so sad because I mean I really love Jurassic World, which he did the screenplay for. Like he helped with this. Like I feel like this is his whole like story arc, and now that I kind of know that, like I think he kind of screwed it up. So that's too bad.
Yeah,
Too bad.
He screwed up a lot of stuff, and it's not cool. He shouldn't screw up stuff.
But like, here's the thing. Like, it seems like there's tons of dinosaurs. Is that true?
Yeah, with no explanation. Like,
But who cares though? Was it exciting though watching these dinosaurs do whatever they're doing their dinosaur stuff?
no, because
No.
usually when I think dinosaurs doing dinosaur stuff, they're gonna like fight each other or they're gonna interact with each other and do dinosaur things. However, like whenever you see the velociraptors, they're in their own scene, and it's like a car chase scene with velociraptors in like Abu Dhabi or something like that.
Yeah, that
And
wasn't cool to see though.
it was cool, but like I want to see like the headbutton dinosaurs like fight them in the middle of the streets or something. If these dinosaurs are loose in the world, show me that, not show me aerial scenes of like them riding with horses or something, you know? Like that's not cool. And and they don't even explain the T-Rex. Like they have Rexy, but then later in the movie they have like 3 other T-Rexes, and they're just like, you're like, where did those guys come from? Why weren't they there to like battle?
Brian, I can fix all this. Ready? You ready for this? Life finds a way. It solves everything.
Is this some chicken soup for the soul bullshit?
No, dude, that's from Jurassic Park. Jeff Goldblum says it. Life finds a way.
Yeah, you know what? He says it in this movie too, I think.
Exactly. That's the whole purpose. That's so it doesn't. Life's found a way to make more T-Rexes, to do baby blues and all that shit, to figure out how to continue to evolve dinosaurs. Even though, I mean, I haven't seen the movies. Even though, like, I feel like the labs have been shut down, but apparently not. They're just making giant grasshoppers. Anywho,
we might get a sequel because they haven't figured out how to do that yet.
I don't think they are. I think they're done. Holy crap! And it's it's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it's
a little bit too long.
Mm-hmm.
A little too long. I don't like. Here's the thing: like, as much as everyone has like shat on this film, I am still like kind of excited to see it. And I bet you I'll probably like it more than like you did because of the fact that I'm going in now with low expectations. And I think just visually, that's what I'm here. I'm just looking for a dumb action scenes that don't have to make sense. And I just want something that visually looks cool. And I think I'm going to get that.
Yeah,
it's in the trailer, and I think I'm going to get it on the screen. So
then Michael Bay should have directed this movie.
Sure.
And you would totally get tons of scenes like this in front of Chris Pratt in dinosaurs.
Yeah, but in slow motion though. And with this,
I don't know what he taught. Like where everybody in the movie, like they just apparently stopped dinosaurs by doing this. Doesn't make sense. They don't have the Force. This is not Star Wars.
They put that into the genetic makeup when they made the dinosaurs. If
you
outstretch your hand, they will stop.
No, someone else actually like explained that to me. They're like, no, they wrote that into the DNA of the dinosaurs. Like that's how you control them. And I said, in what movie?
You gotta read between the lines, Ryan.
I guess I gotta watch the other ones before I really pass judgment.
Yeah.
Later this year, I watch all 3 Jurassic World movies, and I really shit on them. So
there you go. Here's the thing. I think you're doing us a service, Ryan. Anyone that's listening to this review and you shitting on this movie, you're helping us because you're lowering our expectations. For those like me that haven't been able to go out and see it, because I will still see this someday. And I will probably really enjoy it just because of what you've said, because now I have no expectations at all. And you can throw the silliest shit at me, and I'm going to be okay with it. Any other comments on this?
I'm doing Ezra's work. You know, I'm at the front line, just getting ready to just like strangle these theaters and these movie producers and threaten them. So yeah, I'm right there. I'm doing the work
nice.
for the people.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Go watch Chip and Dale. I don't know why you haven't watched it yet.
I finished it.
What?
I did. I rewatched it and didn't fall asleep through it. Yeah. I still have the same issues I already talked to you about this. The villain part was just kind of
shoot in there.
Yeah, like I get why they did it, but it's just like if that was his reasoning behind it, why didn't he utilize his machine? But anywho, the movie I watched is so terribly bad, but extremely good because it's
you
bad.
watched Jurassic World Dominion as well?
No, because you didn't like it. Mine. This is on Netflix. It's been like in the top 10 list for a bit now. It's Interceptor.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh. So this is a low budget action movie based off of the idea that Russians are going to send their nuclear missiles at America, and we only have like 2 bases that can intercept those missiles. Hence the name Interceptor. There's a group of military people that go and take one of the bases, and then you're left with this ocean base that they're trying to take over so that they can, let their missiles go straight to the American cities and blow up those cities without being intercepted. Of course, there's going to be someone that's going to stop them, that's going to stand up and just fight back against the bad guys. And guess who that is?
The Russians.
The Russians are going to fight against the Russians?
Chris Hemsworth.
Close. So close. It's his wife. His wife, Elsa Pataki. I don't know. I'm so bad at this.
The chick from Fast and Furious.
Yeah, she's also in Fast and Furious. Chris Hemsworth's Thor's wife is the hero in this flick. And here's what I'll say about her. I don't think she's the greatest actress, but I gotta say, man, she was selling the action scenes. Like she was the choreography was really well done, and I believed her skills. And she's fucking buff too.
Dude, let's give credit where credit is due. She has literally in Fast and Furious, she has fought Gal Gadot, she has fought Michelle Rodriguez, she has fought Jordana Brewster, like she has fought Ronda Rousey. She has like put on pound for pound some of the best action scenes in Fast and Furious with some of the top women in those movies. And that's what she's good at. She's a terrible actress otherwise. And no wonder why they wrote her off. And like Dom went back to Letty, and she was okay with having this bastardized child with Chris Hemsworth's wife because she was a terrible actress, but she was a great action star.
Well, I mean, it's true. I forgot that she was in those, and I was looking at her page, and I saw that, and now it's slowly coming back to me on who she was. And yeah, she fought a lot of cool people, and she was good, right? So good at it. So yeah, if there's more action scenes or action movies with her, I'm in. She was also on Snakes on a Plane. And I love that movie. So even more props to her.
And she's easy on the eyes, dude. She's very beautiful.
That's true. It's very true. And so she plays the captain, JJ. She has this, big old long backstory about how she's in the military, and then she gets her dream job about in the Pentagon, but their general, tries to sexually abuse her and tries to get sex from her, and she speaks up against it, and then the whole army goes against her, and that's why she's stuck on this Interceptor base to kind of get her out of everyone's way. But that was their downfall. Well, I mean, good for the army, because now she's there to stop Luke Bracey. He's the actor that plays the villain in this, and I actually thought he did a really good job. Like, he plays this American, but and they kind of had an interesting backstory with him, that he's this rich boy that grew up with money, and for whatever reason now he wants to blow up America, basically, because we're I forgot how he said it, but spoiled, I think, is kind of what he was getting at. So it's him trying to get into this base to just shut down the Interceptor base so that he can fire the missiles, and that's the whole premise. And they just go back and forth. She beats up all these people, kills a lot of guys, has some pretty epic fight scenes, and also some of them are pretty comical. The in-between stuff is very comical. It's a real silly movie, but it's also in line, like this is Die Hard on an Interceptor, like oil rig base, basically. This is Die Hard.
Cool.
Yeah,
I love Die Hard.
Yeah, but
stupid.
A really, really corny Die Hard.
That's kind of hard to do, because Die Hard alone is very corny.
This is so much cornier, but so good. Like I said, like it's so cheesy that I'm smiling and just thoroughly enjoying this film. It is written and directed by Matthew Riley, who is a Australian I don't want to call best best-selling author, but he's written some books that people have really enjoyed, and this is his first attempt at doing a screenplay and also directing a movie. And like you could tell, and I guess I was reading up on this guy. He's a big old movie nerd, and I guess that's how he writes his books. It's all about that whole far out there just craziness where the timer ticks down to 1 second to save the world. That's how he writes books, and that's what happens. Sorry, spoilers, but in this movie, it goes down to the last second basically to save America, and it was just such a good, fun time. And it's on Netflix, and everyone has Netflix, so I highly recommend it. Again, I think it helps to know, Jurassic World Dominion, in my opinion, is it's not the best writing. It's pretty funny. It's not the greatest acting. It's funny too. Some of the action scenes where the triumphant parts at the end of the movie are hilarious, but you got a smile on your face while you're watching this. You lower your expectations, sit down for
expectations.
Exactly.
You remember that?
Yes, I do. And the movie's only about hour 40 minutes. And
see, that's a good amount of time for a movie to have lowered expectations. Almost 3 hours for Jurassic World is a little much of my time.
It is. It's a little much. And I will say there's actually some good writing. Probably the interactions between her and the bad guy, I really enjoyed. I thought they actually did a good job at their dialogue and just their interactions. For the most part. Again, sometimes it gets pretty comical. Also, I read this before, so if it's a spoiler, I'm sorry, everyone. but I read it, so it's spoiled for me. So you're already warned. So maybe you can just skip ahead. But Chris Hemsworth makes a cameo in it.
What? Why'd you ruin this?
Sorry. It I think it would have been really fun if it wasn't ruined, but it doesn't matter because he's still so fun to like watch that even you knowing it, you're still gonna be like, ah, there he is, and he's just so funny. So I don't know. I will see more movies with Elsa, and I will also go see if this the director Matthew Riley makes more movies because I'm sure there would be more classics like this. So, Interceptor on Netflix now. Check it out.
Well, perfect. I had no intentions because I judge movies by their cover, and the cover looks really stupid. But
Exactly, but this is a B movie to the B-ness.
Fine, I'll watch it.
Yes.
Tonight.
I will say.
You know what other movie I watched besides Jurassic World?
What's that?
Turbo. Have you watched that one?
The Fat Snail?
Yep.
You know what I watched?
What's that?
Interceptor. I watched Christine. Have you ever seen that?
The one with the car?
Yeah, the car eats people. Well, it doesn't really kills people, I should say.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever saw that, and that's pretty hilarious too. Actually, fine. We're getting recommendations. I hope your recommendations, Turbo.
Oh, God. Oh. I'll have what she's having.
Actually, my recommendation wasn't going to be Turbo, but it is now Turbo.
Nice. And I will go with Christine. It's a movie they based off of Stephen King's book. And I would say for both my movies that I'm talking about today, like Christine and Interceptor, I would think so much better if you have a friend. Like Ryan, these are movies you should watch with Jeremy or Brandon. Like have someone there so that you can just talk to one another and just riff off of it, because that would make it more entertaining and you won't be missing much either. But
it's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Like Brandon wants me to watch that movie so bad. I'm like, no, I don't want to watch that movie. Like I want you to watch. Like, okay, now Turbo is mine. Okay.
Yeah.
And
but
Christine's yours. Yeah.
Yeah, Christine. But like the fact that you just can't escape from a vehicle just blows my mind. Like, because so many times people are just running down the street where I'm like, go where cars can't go. Like, get up higher, go lower, maybe that go into a sewer. There's places cars can't physically fit. Go there.
It's true. That's a very good point. Unless your car is a snail with a modified shell that is supercharged and NOS charged by nitrous oxide and racing people in support of a taco truck. You know how this movie was sold on me? And let me tell you. So my buddy Johnny Walker was like, "Hey, do you think you can upload Turbo?" And I said, "Dude, it's on there like plenty times." And he goes, "Yeah, but it's the 2-screen." So I'm like, "Well, it's a 3D movie. Like, why do you watch 3D movies?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know. I just really like it." And I said, "What do you like about this movie?" He goes, "Dude, it's like Fast and Furious with snails, and they upgrade their shells to go faster, and they have their own crew, and there's a taco truck." And I said, "You sold me. You sold me, you motherfucker." And then I was looking up the cast, and dude, this cast is like the tits for a movie that came out, I think 2013 is when Turbo came out. 2013. Listen to this cast. Ryan Reynolds, Paul Giamatti, Sam Jackson, Michael Pena, Luis Guzman, Bill Hader, Snoop Dogg, Maya Rudolph, Ben Schwartz, Sonic the Hedgehog himself, Ken Jeong, Michelle Rodriguez, Letty from Fast and Furious, Your Girls Competition in with Dom, and Kurtwood Smith from RoboCop. Richard Jenkins. Who's that? Oh, he's the dad in Step Brothers. Mario Andretti, and yeah. So, dude, great cast for
That's
a
amazing.
kid movie about a snail that perseveres through being slow by cheating and becoming supercharged.
Yeah. Well, I like it, Ryan.
Maybe Christine needs a little supercharging going on.
She could, maybe a smaller size. Like now, if Turbo was the killer car, he can get to every place very quickly. I'd be more threatened by him.
I would be too, except for it's Ryan Reynolds, and he would just like throw some witty banter at you, and you'd be like, "Ah, you're so funny," and then you'd probably die.
Yep, that's how he gets you, knocks you off your guard. But thank you for that, Ryan. Thank you, dear listeners. Please support us by going to our website, bmoviesbeyond.com. Check out all our socials there. I know, Ryan. I know. We'll have to make up for it next time. Maybe we'll do it twice.
We totally forgot.
But you can go check us out there. Go check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good places, and our YouTube page. We are everywhere you need us to be, and we will be here next week. Until then, pew pew out.
Oh, with the camera.